interconnection between different types of continuums.
Таким образом, существует некая взаимозависимость.
There is some interdependence between our conceptions and conceptions of the self-consciousness forms that structure our forms. To be more exact, we structure those higher-scale self-consciousness forms. But still, we are more dependent from the forms that structure us. It means that there is a following sequence. Our continuums form focus dynamics of planetary entities' continuums. Planetary continuums form focus dynamics of stellar continuums. Star entities form galactic entities' continuums. That in turn form universal entities' continuums. And I won't even dwell upon continuums of higher or lower dimensional diapasons. All this is based on rhizomeral structures, on focus structures, based on different qualitativeness of connections of informational fragments between each other. Let's consider our diapason of manifestation. On this level, everything is structured, everything, by continuums of elementary particles. Only the scale is diversified. There are continuums of electrons, there are continuums of protons, generally continuums of elementary particles. There are also continuums of self-consciousness forms of atoms. Different by their configurations, electrons connect to corresponding configurations of protons, neutrons, and form certain atoms with specific features, properties. Spins, masses, various charges, all these are characteristics of different entities that form their own individual continuums. In principle, these entities, depending on which configurations of information do structure them, self-realize through biological forms of humans, animals, plants, or other self-consciousness forms, known to us as planets. In their turn again, planets self-realize themselves through self-consciousness forms of humans, animals, plants, and other. For example, in wave diapason, the form of realization is manifested on elementary particles level. And elementary particles comprise not only from wave particles, but also from subelementary particles, Doll's particles, heavier particles of long wave spectrum of manifestation, and flux high-speed elementary particles, which structure a short wave spectrum of manifestation which is closer to flux diapason. And all this forms a common system. Why am I talking about it? There are various continuums: human, protoform, planetary, star, galactic, universal.
вселенский континуум. Но что их
But
объединяет?
what does consolidate them all?
Что для них
What is inherent to all of
для
them?
всех проявлений? Формы самосознания,
Self-consciousness forms of elementary particles
то есть
that define
что
continuum's
определяет
structure.
их структуру. А вот формы самосознания
And self-consciousness forms of elementary particles are the carriers of various information and various informational combinations. This is what I wrote in my books. There are no two fermions alike. There are no two atoms alike. And there are no two molecules alike.